All right, I'm going to move off this, come back to the course. So one thing is that, I wanted to teach a lot of stuff, and I may teach a lot of stuff, but what I decided was that there are 6 topics that clearly deserve discussion in this course. So I listed those 6 topics, and I will go through those 6 first, and if there is a time we might go to more, and so on and so forth. So first topic is data center networking, second is virtualization, third is big data, fourth is cloud computing, fifth is software defined networking, sixth is Internet of Things. And for each I have the slides. I'm going to go through the slide. Data center networking, we'll talk about how are the data center networks different from those in your home or office. So you use Ethernet at your home, right? Everybody uses it at home. If you don't have Ethernet, I don't know what else you have, maybe Wi-Fi, but most of us have Ethernet. At the offices, obviously, we have Ethernet, but Ethernet is also used in data center. Is it the same Ethernet? Is there a difference? Is there a difference in anything? Cabling, wiring, any protocols, standards? That's the question we'll answer, right? What are the standards for data center layout? If you go to a data center, how they manage it? How have the Ethernet or other protocols have been changed to accommodate data centers? Why connect multiple data center by single Ethernet? Now the current trend is that you could have a data center on this part of in medical school, and you could have one in here, and they would look like one data center. Why? Why do you want to make multiple data centers look like one data center? You could have one in Boston and one in here and look like one. Why? And that takes us to the next topic, virtualization. So the question is, why virtualize in the first place? I already gave you enough reasons that today in our life we don't do anything in physical sense, we just do in the virtual sense. So the question is, why virtualize? Why virtualize anything, right? So we'll answer that. And then the question is, if we decided to virtualize, how are the servers virtualized? Servers means computers. How is the storage virtualized? The disks and the tapes. What is the networking components? What networking components are virtualized and how? So networks has routers, switches, NICs. But if anybody knows what is a NIC? What is a NIC? Yeah, NIC, Network Interface Card. So those of you who didn't know should have asked. But so NICs are to be standard to be virtualized. Everything has to be virtualized. What are the new networking standards related to virtualization? So what are the industry doing, right? Cloud computing. What is cloud computing? How is it different? What are the different types of cloud services? How is the cloud different from grid computing or cluster computing and other places? What new technology is required to enable cloud computing? Why the cloud computing was not there before Amazon? What did come, that made it possible? Now everybody is in a cloud, but before that we were not. What new thing happened? What is fog versus cloud computing? Now Cisco is now saying we are beyond cloud computing. Cloud computing is past. Remember that graph, bottom? Cloud was in the bottom. Well, the new word is fog computing. What is the difference between fog and cloud? Cloud is up there, fog is right here. Right? And everybody knows what is a fog? All right. Moving on to software defined networking. What is software defined networking? How is the industry running to adopt? Why is the industry running to adopt this new technology so fast? So VMware bought the first SDN company to be established for $1.2 billion. VMware has a total market value of $3 billion, which they made after 10 or 20 years of hard work. Now they spent 1.3 of that in buying a SDN company. Must be something hard there. Cisco has put $800 million or promised to buy a company for $800 million, their own internal startup on SDN. And every other company that I know of, you name any networking company, whether it is Juniper or whether it is, whatever, Microsoft or any other company, they are all working on SDN. What is this? Why this craziness? What new facilities are enabled by SDN? So what can you do that you cannot do today? How is SDN different from network function virtualization? So there is another thing going on called network function virtualization. How is it different? What is the difference between SDN and OpenFlow? Now, there is a protocol called OpenFlow, and a lot of people think that is SDN, but what is the difference? What are different flavors of SDN? Now, SDN is not just one kind, there are many kinds. Internet of Things. What is so unique about Internet of Things? By the way, Internet of Things means interneting everything. In fact, Cisco calls it IoE, Internet of Everything, where everything includes your refrigerator, your watch, your heating system, your cooling system, anything in your home, washing machine, everything will be on the internet. Because if it is not internet, it is not really, it's not connecting to electric power. Without electric, you cannot do anything. Without internet, you cannot really deal with any device anymore. And so Internet of Everything. What is so unique about it? Why can't we just connect them like that, right? What are the new IEEE IETF protocols for IoT? So everybody is working. By the way, two organizations that develop the protocols are IEEE. IEEE is Institution of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, and you should all be members of IEEE by now, because IEEE, I became member when I was a student, and I am a member still for the last how many years. That is where most of the journals are published from. Most of the conferences are organized by IEEE, respected conferences. If the conference is sponsored by IEEE, we think it is a good conference. The second organization similar is ACM, Automatic Computing Machinery. So you have to be a member of ACM and IEEE. As a professional, this is a professional society. But what one thing does, IEEE is also develops a standard, and it started with Ethernet. By the way, I was involved in the Ethernet standard, so I know the whole early story. It started with Ethernet, and now there are many standards related to Ethernet and that layer that are done by IEEE. So all Ethernet standards obviously come from IEEE, but Wi-Fi and anything else which is at the layer 2 comes from IEEE. So what he said was that IETF is actually, which is Internet Engineering Task Force, is the one that publishes RFC, Request for Comment, which is basically a standards for everything other than layer 2, layer 3, 4, 5. And 5 includes 6, 7 anyway. So if you have any protocol, which is application protocol or transport protocol or networking protocol, it has to be approved by IETF. So they have developed it, right? What technology are required for web of things? So now in interneting of things, they also have web of things. What is it and why? What is required? WOT. And what are the different kinds of things? Machine to machine, sensors, RFID. Yeah, radio frequency identity. Anytime you buy anything from Walmart, they don't read anymore, they just pass it by because the radio frequencies can read it. That little mark, which everything has nowadays, is called RFID. Okay. Now RFID may not be really electronic RFID to be sure. UPC symbol is not RFID, but many of the devices have a thing which can basically be read by the RF. Okay. Some of them are read by visual, like there must be just simple simple UPC can be read by light, which is visible light. RFID is radio frequency. So those things can also be used for interneting, because once something comes up in your garage, it passes through some RFID scanner. It says, oh, okay, the refrigerator has arrived. It has been delivered. So now you can figure out where the refrigerator is. And, or any other thing for that matter, Your book, you take your book into your room, the book has an RFID into it, and then, you know where the book is. You don't have to, you just go to your computer, Google it. Not Google it, really do an internal desktop search, and it will tell you the book is in the bedroom. Things like that. And so on and so forth. How can the cloud help IoT? So IoT, everybody is going to use cloud. Mobiles are using the cloud, and you can see why the IoT can use the cloud. Big data. Am I going backwards? Okay. What is big data? What is sudden interest in big data? What are the key technologies for big data? And how can networking help in big data problems? What are the relationship between the clouds and big data? Reading material. So there would be a lot of readings from technical papers, industry white papers, standards document, and biggest of all, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is updated on the day things happen. If there is tomorrow's, yesterday's news, you can go and find it on Wikipedia today. Believe it or not. Okay? If somebody moves from somewhere to somebody, some big known name, you just go to their Wikipedia page, and it will be written that, oh, he was caught, he was, Snowden, for example. You want to know about Snowden, where he is today, this minute? Go to Wikipedia. I have gone through hundreds of books, and obviously there are no satisfactory books, but 3 books came very close to being satisfactory to me. So I wrote them down here. They are not required list, but each of them covers a topic to the extent that I will be using a lot of it. All right? So I put them here. This is what we call reference list, reference book. You don't have to buy it, but this is where the material will be coming from, and I will put the reference on every page on everything where the material is coming from. All right? It will be very many different sources. Now here is what you need to know. You need to know what is an ISO model, what is a TCP IP stack model, what are the LAN addressing, what is unicast addressing, multicast addressing, what is local versus global, what is an extended LAN, what is the difference between bridges, hubs, routers and switches, what is a VLAN, what is IPv4 versus IPv6 addressing, what is a public address versus private addresses, what is a subnet, what is ARP, what is ICMP, how is the TCP connection set up, what is a slow start, how is TCP different from UDP, and how does HTTP work. But these are the topics that I know I'm going to need it right away. Projects. Now, as I said, you need both breadth and the depth. Breadth I provide, depth you provide. All right? Everyone has to do a hands-on project or a survey paper related to one of the 6 topics. Some hands-on projects and survey paper will be assigned. So what I do is I will give you a list of topics and you can select one of them. If you have some topic you think yourself, you come up with it, you can come to me and say, can I do a paper on this, or can I do a hands-on project on this? Hands-on project means that you set up something either on your own computer or on my computer or on our computers, in the lab computers, and you can say, well, I'm showing you this big data thing, I'm showing you this cloud thing. You can do it on the computers. You do that, or you can write a paper. Some you can suggest for approval. And I expect that you will be spending about 6 hours per week on the project. Okay? And 9 hours, 15 hours per week. When you have a 3-credit course, we expect you to spend 15 hours a week. And so that's what it is. And obviously all the projects will be something which is 2 to 4 years, so which is even newer than what I teach in the class. What I am teaching in the class, as I said, is breadth, and even though it is 2 to 5 years, but yours will be really last month, last year. Very recent. Examples of projects: setting up and using a Hadoop cluster for big data analysis. So you can set up a cluster in our lab if you need more than one computer. Setting up or using a cloudlet using OpenStack, setting up, so on and so forth. And we are working on those still more. And the list, this is not the list. We will provide you more list and you can think about it along these lines. Really, before you can do any research, you should be able to do search. Remember, research. And so you really have to be master in Google, master in Googling. And so these are the things. Some of you don't know what this is all about. Go ahead and read it. But you should be able to know what does it mean when you put a file type PDF or site wustel.com or in title trend and so on and so forth, or R or end in the search terms, or a star or a plus or a minus. Go ahead and Google it out. So file type means that what type of results you are looking in Google. If you are just looking for PDF, tell it. If you are just looking for PPT, tell it. Okay? So you are looking for Raj Jain, you say Raj Jain plus file type : PDF. You will find all my papers right there, because all papers are written in PDF. Right? And so on and so forth. If you are looking for cloud computing and you are looking only for things which are in PDF, generally PDF has much higher quality material than STM. STM is blogs, PDFs are reports. Right? So if you are looking for some thing, you just look that. Site is wustel.com. Not wustel.com. Okay, well, this is a new company. Wustel.edu is what we have. If you're just looking for something from wustel.edu, you put that site wustel.edu. What has been done in Wustel related to cloud computing? In title, trend. I'm looking for anything which has in the title trend. So the word trend has to appear not in the contents, in the title. In URL, it has to appear in the URL. And now URL is kind of very arbitrary, so generally we don't use in the URL. But if you are looking for CSE 570 in the URL, then you can just put that in. All in title. So you put all the words in the title are all in the URL, and then you put a quotation, means I mean exactly this, nothing else. So if you say cloud computing, it will find, Google will find something where cloud is here and the computing is there. But you don't want that. You want cloud and computing together. Right? So you put any quotes. Or you can say cloud or fog. It will find both. Cloud and fog, it will find which has both. Alright? And if you have and or are for some reason, say for example you want to find out Raj Jain and his wife, I mean that you will not get, because Google is thinking that you are looking for his wife, and Raj Jain, so it will appear anywhere. Right? So if you really want, and is used for as an operator. If you want to use it not as an operator, what do you do? Put it in the quotes. So you do like this. You can say cloud computing and Cisco. Well, that's that. And once you put in the quote, it has to be exactly in that same order. They have to find a paper or website which has cloud computing and Cisco as it is, right? With the word and in there. Alright? Must include. Plus, if you put a plus file type, that is a must. If you put a minus, should not include. So I want to get everything from on cloud computing, but not from Wustel. Alright, so you put a minus site Wustel. Okay, I want everything in cloud, but not the computing. So cloud minus computing. Alright, minus similar. Now you don't know what cloud is similar to, so you say like similar, that tilde word X, and then a star. I don't care, cloud star computing. So whatever is between the two, it doesn't matter. So this is the homework. The homework is for you to do Google search. Actually, you have to do search, not Google search. You have to do search, and you have to search the web pages, books, and journal articles. And this is required for your in general your life. I'm just giving you this first homework because you will find that this is very valuable to you, whatever you do in life today. Whether you are doing research or doing anything else, you should be able to do this. And I do this every day. Is you have to find the articles from IEEE Explorer, ACM Digital Library, Mobius, Safari Books, Iliad. Now, how many of you know these words? Before I go any further. Alright, 3 of you out. Anybody else? Alright, if you don't, it's one person over there. Good. So, what is Mobius for? No, not you. I think the person behind you raised his hand. In Missouri. MO is for Missouri. So, if a book is in anywhere in Missouri, you can get it from our library. Alright? And that's why I put there. Safari is a whole set of books which Wustel subscribes to. If there is a book in the Safari books, you can get it here. Not only get it here, you can get it at your home instantly. You can read it right there. Okay? Iliad. Iliad is, anybody has heard of it before? No. Interlibrary loan. If it is anywhere in the United States, you can get it in Wustel without any charge. They will get it for you. Okay? ACM Digital Library and IEEE Explorer. What is IEEE Explorer? This is where all the IEEE sponsored general conferences, papers, transactions, everything is stored at. And that is where you will find most of the information that you are looking technical papers. Same thing for ACM Library. And what you are searching for? You are searching for the things that they are going to teach you. Networking trends, data center networking, network virtualization, cloud computing, software defined networking. I have already done all of this, but I just want you to get started as well, because in case you need to go to depth. Not all of them, just one of them. So you do just select whatever topic suits you best and do this search. And you have to try these things. You have to try library.wustel.edu find out. This is the library website, main library. This is the full text library. So they have lots of ebooks. Alright, ebooks again, same thing like Safari books, you can read them. Scholar.google.com. What is Scholar? So Google searches generally are from the companies mostly, but they're not papers. If you really want papers from Google, you go to scholar.google.com. Books.google.com. If you're looking for a book, most of the time you don't have to go to Amazon or any place, just go to google.books and you can read it just like Safari books, except that Google will decide which pages to show you. So you are reading from page 231, 232, 233, suddenly it will not show you 234. Go ahead and buy it, they say. Okay, but they will show you some pages. If you're lucky, you might be able to get the whole chapter. If you're not lucky, then one page will be missing. But they are available. Books are good. DLACM, this is the ACM Digital Library. Cyrus and Search. So go ahead and try all of these things. You will find different things there at different places for the same term. Ignore all the entries dated 2008 or before. So I don't want anything which is more than 5 years old. Do not indicate the topic or similar words that do not indicate the topic or similar. So here's the thing though, I don't want to see cloud computing will come up, like 1,000 entries and you will select any 5 and Google will present you any 5. I don't want any of that. I want to see that the title itself somehow gives me an idea that this is relevant thing right now, right? And I'm asking you for 5, so it should be easy because, there is, for example, if you're looking for cloud performance, you will find books that have cloud in chapter 1 and performance, in some chapter 13, and that's not cloud performance. Right? So basically I want something that is obvious that it is related to the topic that you're talking about. And so I want 5 of the books, 5 of the web pages, 5 of the technical magazine articles. Now what is the difference between web page and magazine article? It should be obvious. Web pages are, like company Cisco's website or something, or blog or something else you find it very interesting. But the technical articles are papers which are published in a conference. Right? This will have a conference citation. For the books, include whether the book is available at Boostall or Mobius, Safari or Iliad. So you have to go back with the books and see where you can find it. You can see why I'm asking you to do all this is because whenever you want to find a book, this is what I have to do every single day. Make a list of other interesting search points and share in the class. And then if you find something which is not on my list, let me know. So we can take a quiz. These are 11 questions which are true and false. And you have to just mark true or false.